All right, Mr. Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? I kind of want to slow everyone down real quick. First and foremost, if you're new to my page, if this is your first ever video watching with your boy, please take the time out and not only subscribe to my YouTube, but if you want more content from your boy, please hit me on Facebook. Follow me, Mr. Taliaferro. Just type it in and I'll pull up on Facebook. Like the page, follow it. I just thank you guys so much for the support that y'all showing your boy. I wanted to clarify a story though. I saw some news being out there. Y'all know how Taliaferro is. If you subscribe to my platform, y'all know how I feel about fake news. And I hate when people try to down the culture. We come on here, we talk about a lot of positive with our culture. Hip hop, we talking about here. We talk about the bad as well. But I don't like when people put fake news out about our culture. I don't like that. And I'm starting to see people run with stories that are nothing more than clickbait. Look, I've been a person that didn't use clickbait before. I ain't trying to knock nobody hustle, but I just think you're playing with some fire here. So NBA YoungBoy was just involved in a shooting in which somebody did get killed, and then there is another person injured, right? And what people are doing now is saying, oh my goodness, 3 hip hop artists have been targeted in shootings in the last week. What's going on? I want to backtrack you a little bit and update you guys, because I wasn't going to even talk about this earlier in the week, but there were 2 incidents that happened, and I saw a lot of major headlines and the major outlets saying Offset was the target of a shooting, and then Young Thug was the target of another shooting. Let me clarify. Here's what I know. Offset was at a studio in Atlanta. It's called Crossover Entertainment Group Studio on Wednesday, and after he left, there were shots fired inside of the building. Again, Offset was long gone. So to say he was the target of a shooting, I'm not saying he was or was not the target of a shooting. I'm just saying to put that out there as if you know for a fact, I think it's a bit clickbaitish. Offset was not there when the shooting took place. I don't know why somebody shot at that studio. Could Offset have very well been a target? Yeah, that could have been true. But to put that out there not knowing that, it was a drive-by shooting at a studio. All right, nobody got hit. A lot of bullets, some cars were damaged. But again, nobody hit and nobody's been arrested for that. So that's pure speculation to say, if nobody's been arrested, how can you assume that Offset was the target of the shooting? Like, what do you know? That's clickbaitish. So to say Offset was the target of the shooting, I think is a stretch. Let's fast forward. A day or so later, it comes out that Young Thug was quote unquote the target of a shooting. Again, a little clickbaitish in my opinion. Young Thug was alongside 2 party buses, all right? Now he was in his whip and they had 2 party buses with him. They could have been shooting a music video. I don't know what they were doing. But a party bus was hit with bullets. A few bullets hit. This was on Friday morning in Miami. Obviously, Thug is down there in Miami for Rolling Loud. Again, could Young Thug have been the target of that shooting? Yes. But we don't know. That is pure speculation. According to Young Thug's team, they're claiming he was not the person that got shot at. And again, like Offset, he was long gone before the shooting actually took place. Young Thug was in a car that was next to 2 party buses, but by the time the shots actually rang out, Thugger was gone away from the party buses in his whip. I'm just putting that out there because people are running with these clickbaited stories trying to tear down our culture. Now, I will say this. In the NBA YoungBoy situation that happened a few hours ago in Miami, Florida, he actually was the target in that shooting. That was a real situation, for what I'm being told, in which YoungBoy was the target of the shooting. There was an incident involving specifically NBA YoungBoy and his crew. That's different. All right, that's totally different from what it looks like with the Offset and Young Thug situations. I just want to put that out there because it's quick to tear down our culture and say we're bringing all this negative energy along with us when we don't know what happened. Yes, these are hip hop acts, but at the end of the day, the people that we just talked about in this video, these are still street dudes. These are still niggas that if they're not in the streets anymore, they still rock out with dudes that are most likely involved in some of that activity. You know, these are niggas, you know what I mean? Like, these are dudes that empower a lot of people. I think if anything, what's happened is hip hop has by far become the most popping genre of music. Right now, everybody and their mama wants some of hip hop. It's cool to be associated with hip hop right now. It wasn't like that in years prior. Right now, Amigos verse could either be on the most mainstreams of records, a Young Thug verse could be on the most mainstream record with a pop act, or it could be on a street nigga record. We could see Young Thug working with like a street dude, right? So what it is hip hop is so accessible, and these are still street dudes that record where they record, but their brands have become bigger than what they are as individuals, right? So you got all these dudes that are out of here musically, but they, at the end of the day, they just regular dudes who want to record or kick it with their homies and all that. And it's probably not the safest of environments for them to be at. They probably should move around more exclusively. Is it Offset's fault that he went to record at a studio that ended up getting shot at after he left? Right? Like, damn, if he don't do that, then y'all call him a sellout. Y'all say he don't even kick it with the dudes in the hood anymore and all that. You know, if Young Thug isn't kicking it with his homies on a party bus shooting, whatever they were doing, y'all say he done sold out. There's really not a win for these hip-hop acts. Again, I don't know what happened specifically in any of these scenarios. I do know YoungBoy was involved in a very serious scenario today. But in regards to Offset and Young Thug, we have no idea if they were targeted in those shootings. Media outlets are just running with clickbait. We don't know that. That is just straight clickbait, bro. I thank you guys so much for the time, love, support. By the way, you know, it does seem like we're warming up here with the weather. And it does seem like it's going to be a hot summer. Let me make that clear. A lot of your favorite artists are recording right now. All right, a lot of people are moving around shooting videos right now. It's going to be a hot summer. And the championship is up for the taking. What I mean by the championship, the songs of the summer are up for the taking. I'm not 100% sure we have the, like by now, usually we know what's going to be the song of the summer, whether it's a Drake record, you know, like how he came last year with the Kiki, Do You Love Me? You know, or the Bodak Yellow record or Rack It Up or something like that. We don't know what the record of the summer is right now. It's up in the air and everybody's recording and they're about ready to put out music and shoot videos and all that stuff. So it's hot right now. Like it's gonna be a very hot summer where everybody's gonna want in. I would say this to a lot of artists and acts out there: be careful, bro. Like just be careful, because you guys are targets. It's not just your money that niggas want. They want your spot. And they don't care if they got to take you out to get it. I thank you guys so much for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted. Salute. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. They are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO. Mr. TALIAFERRO. Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.